Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the dynamic queue system that is coming in with Season 6 for the ranked queues. A few people have asked me to do a video on this because it really kind of changes how ranked is actually going to be now, and I think there are ways that you can use this to climb a little bit easier. So first thing is, what actually is it? And you can queue up to 5 people now in ranked instead of just solo or duo queue. This means that you can queue with 3 of your friends, a whole team of friends, and supposedly you'll be matched up against the same. So if you queue up with 3 people, then you should be against a pre-made of 3 people as well. Now before we get into the good and bad, I want to just kind of explain how I think the game is turning into and why this is actually going to be a good thing. Now I actually think dynamic queues are a good idea, and it will make climbing easier if anything, not more difficult, but let me just explain why. And let me start by saying that I've got Diamond 1 on my account every season by playing solo on my own, so I'm really not biased, but yeah, I haven't really played as much ranked this season compared to every other, and it's not because I'm bored of the game. League has become more and more stressful for me personally in ranked. The game used to be about how good you were. You'd go into game, you'd play, and if you played well, you stood a good chance of carrying your team. It's not really like that anymore. It's harder to carry a game by yourself, and it's way more about playing as a team. Now that part is fine, like it is a team game, so that kind of makes sense. The part that I don't think is fine is how I'm having to be a babysitter for 4 other people on my team so they don't start crying and just give up. This is what I actually hope and what I think dynamic queues are going to fix, or at least help fix. Funnily enough, I don't play ranked to change a diaper on someone who is feeding and raging about it. I play to test my skill against my opponent and try to win. All I want to do is just play the game. I want to focus on my gameplay, play well, and that should be enough to win a game, but right now it's just not enough. I can play as well as I like, but if someone gives up and starts to troll, then it doesn't matter, and that is just no fun at all. You might have actually noticed, but when I was doing my climbing tips, my solo queue secrets videos, like just look at how many of those tips were about mindset and not actually about playing the game. All the power right now is in the hands of trolls in Champion Select or the game, and sadly more often than not you win or lose a game because someone just gives up and ruins it. So now let's go back to dynamic queues and why do I actually think it'll be better for League in general. The first thing is that if you still want to roll the dice and if you want to see if you get a troll or a disco nunu or just play by yourself, then you can. Nothing is going to really change for you at all. This game has become more and more about team play, team fighting, rotating around the map and objectives rather than just raw skill and solo carrying. Now dynamic queues kind of promotes team play. It makes you work with your friends and you need to have more communication, which is also a good thing. Now playing in that kind of environment will make you such a better player, and I actually guarantee you that as well. When I was playing in ranked 5s, it made me such a better player overall. The biggest thing for me is like, I love this game and I'm sure you guys do as well. It's so much fun when I can actually just play and no one is trying to be a dick and ruin it. Queuing up with more people will at least reduce the chance that you'll get a troll, and honestly everyone plays better when they're having fun. Most people find it more fun to play with friends, and it's just a ton less stressful when you don't have to worry about your teammates being mean or rage quitting and having to kind of mediate with them. Counter-Strike uses the same system and it is honestly so much fun playing with friends. I know it sounds weird, but I actually don't mind losing as much when I'm still having fun. There's still chances to laugh, cool little strats you can try, and it's just more about the game itself and less about worrying about your teammates. The reason I actually think it'll be easier to climb is because this is one of the changes that is bringing the game back into being about more of the solo player and the impact you can have if you do well. Games are likely to be more snowbally anyway with just some of the changes that are coming in, and dynamic queues will hopefully lessen the amount of trolls that you get in your games. When you're enjoying the game, you do play better and you will climb faster as well. There are a couple of bad things, and we aren't actually going to see how bad these actually are until it comes onto live. The first thing is that not everyone has friends to play with. It sounds depressing, but it's just true. Like, even I don't have a ton of friends around my elo that I'd like to play with, but at least I have the choice now, and if not, then I'll just go and play solo anyway. Another argument that gets thrown around a lot, I actually really don't like, and this is the one with Heroes of the Storm, and apparently Heroes of the Storm used to use this system and it didn't work. But honestly, Heroes is such a small game compared to League, I don't think you can compare them. The biggest complaint was that the matchmaking sucked, and yeah, honestly, when I played it, it sucked as well, but I think that will be a lot easier to fix with a much bigger number of players playing the game at the same time. The final thing is in Counter-Strike, and even though I think it's more fun, sometimes you come up against a team that actually is taking it very seriously, has a plan, and they just completely crap on you. In the League announcement, it said the matchmaking works on kind of a 95% of your games will be like a pre-made of 3 against another pre-made of 3. 3. But the problem here is that 5%, and that 5% is going to suck absolute balls. The problems that I can see are if you have a pre-made of 4, there's going to have to be a solo player, and that's probably not going to be that fun for them because it really depends on which is a better pre-made, and getting stomped by a coordinated team of people is not going to be that fun. I know there have been a few videos of like these kind of around, but I just wanted to give you my opinion on it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's going to be all for now though, so I'll catch you in my next video.